Hi my lovelies and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys this really quick look. I know I said the word quick, but it's quick for me. But anywho's, this look right here is amazing. I found this amazing shirt when I was out doing some fall shopping and I thought this would be a great look to duplicate. It has these beautiful like black, lavender, gray tones, which I thought would be really cool because I don't play with a lot of cool tone colors. I tend to stick to warm, so I wanted to challenge myself to create a look that was cool tone but also warmy and flattering on my skin. So that's what we did today. I hope you guys enjoy it and I hope you guys are up to the challenge of playing with some cool tone shades. And if you love what you're seeing, guys, don't forget to like this video. If you want to know more about what I'm doing, throw a comment in the description bar. I have no problems telling you guys what I'm doing. I love to share. If you want to be a member of my lovely family, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification to know when I drop my next video. Let's jump into that video, guys. Off to the vanity. Alrighty guys, let's get into it. So for starters, as always, we're starting with clean and prepped skin. I've done my entire routine. I even did a mask. So we're feeling really nice and smooth and hydrated. So to get started, we're gonna prime. I'm gonna be using my Face Hangover RX primer, about 2 pumps. I'm gonna just smooth that all over. So this is going to be another sort of get ready with me situation because I am actually getting ready to go. I have this neat shirt that I purchased. I've really gotten into, what do you call it? Flannel. I wear a lot of flannel or plaid type tops in the fall. They just seem to be available and so I buy them. I bought several colors. I've shown you 1 or 2 so far on my channel. This one I haven't worn yet. I just bought it. So that is the inspiration for today's look. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and prep my face by going ahead and helping reduce the shine. So I'm going to pick up, you guessed it, the Colourpop. I have both of them. I have the Translucent Deep and the Banana. We're going to start with Translucent Deep. I'm going to put some in the cap. I'm going to pick up my dry sponge. And I'm going to start pressing that into the areas where I get oily. Typically in the winter, if I'm not wearing my makeup for a long time, then obviously I don't have to worry about this step. But just to help me in my shinier parts of the face, this is what we do. And I just keep this in the areas where I get shiny, which are my T-zone. And I'm using the Translucent Deep. Okay. Next thing is I'm going to pick up my foundation. My foundation of choice today is going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. I use the shade Cocoa as my all over fit shade. And I also picked up the shade Earth. So this is my foundation shade, my all over shade. So we're going to just start applying this. And this one I just sort of do a couple of tribal swipes. And because this is more in the orangey or red color, orangey red, which is pretty much the best shade for me because I do have this deep orange, almost red undertone. So this works amazing. This is probably one of the first quote unquote high-end foundations that I purchased. And it works awesome. To blend this out, I'm gonna pick up a flat foundation brush and we're just gonna blend it. So this is a get ready with me. So we're gonna do a little chitty chit chat while we go about our day. So we are entering into fall, which is my favorite time of year. I said that in my last video. I love fall. It's my favorite-ish time of year. I've been chilling lately. You know, in the summertime, it's like the I gotta go busy time of year, but in this fall, I just sort of like slowly chill. And so I do the things that I enjoy doing to just sort of bring me comfort, which is cocoa. You know, you don't drink hot cocoa all year long, but you definitely do it when the weather starts to get like cool. This is a good time to go to like the fair. There's a lot of like fall activities to get involved in, so that's what I like to do. And I go pick up all my movies. So I will grab my faves. So let's talk about what I've been doing for the last couple of days in my fall vibe, which is films. I watch a lot of my favorites. So I watched Anastasia, one of my favorite little movies to watch. I got into a really big like cartoon animated situation. Making sure I pick up the right one. So I watched Anastasia yesterday, love it. I also watched Inside Out. If you haven't seen that, I totally recommend it. And I also watched my all-time favorite movie, The Little Mermaid. That is my top fave movie. It's like, why not? Why not just get into the vibe? So I'm gonna pick up my angle brush here that I use for contouring, and I'm gonna just brush it over the Anastasia one in the deeper shade. I'm gonna use that to softly contour. But yeah, my favorite animated film, my favorite Disney film is, without a doubt, The Little Mermaid. It's my favorite. I watch it at least once a month. I'll sit down and commit to watching. So now that we've contoured, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a highlighter. For whatever reason, I never purchased a highlighter from Anastasia, or I didn't buy a highlighter shade. Why, I don't know. It's nothing personal, it was just I didn't. So I'm gonna pick up my Juvia's Place in the shade 10. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna put this one on instead. But yeah, I wanna know what everybody else does in the fall time. Like, what do you guys do when like the weather starts to get cool and crisp and you're not running around as much? Oh yeah, babes. I'm gonna let that dry down for a second. I'm gonna do this to my face first. This one's very pigmented. I know I probably tell you guys about that every time that I purchase, every time I use this product, should I say. I tell you guys, this is a very pigmented product. I'm not gonna be using the setting powder because I'm gonna just go ahead and use the Colourpop one because I already picked it up. And I find this shade, like I said, this is a very bright yellow based or yellow toned concealer, and so I don't want to use the powder. But look how bright the center of my face is now. I don't feel overly brightened, and I don't feel like I'm wearing a white shade because it does have a lot of yellow. But yeah, my friends always ask me like, what do you do this time of year? And I'm like, honest tea, I really just watch my favorite movies, relax, sit on the couch, and just sort of be in my zone. And I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. When the weather sort of cools down, I just want to enjoy the simple little moments of sitting in my house on my couch watching some of my favorite movies. I have a fairly large movie collection. I mean, I watch everything. I like horror, I like suspense, I like animation, I like anime, I like Disney movies, I like a little bit of everything. I'm actually trying to commit to showing you guys how to do a 15-minute face, so I'm not going to tell you that's what we're doing until I get there. There we go. So we're all set. You can see it's very light and simple. This is why I opted to go with the Colourpop banana powder versus the Juvia's Place one, because I feel like it's a very nice soft look. So speaking of getting ready with me, I almost forgot. The key points for me to do a get ready with me vibe is definitely, always has been, my spray bottles in the way. Get Ready With Me vibes are always appropriate when I sort of do my face first, like do the entire, hold on, gotta get my brushes. Do the entire full face. So if you look at the clock and you say, uh-oh, I don't have much time, I gotta go. This is the best thing to do, is go ahead and have your face completed so that you can just bounce around. Do a quick eye, grab my black eyeliner, do a quick wing and go. Maybe I'll pick up a colored liner so I can do my waterline, and I'm out the door. Like, I'm not putting on any shimmers or any extras. I'm literally just gonna put that liner on and go out the door. And so that's the best thing to do when you're in a hurry. All right, so I recently had a wash day. I didn't film that one because I wasn't really sure where I was going with it. But if you're interested in this look, I can definitely show you guys a quick demo on how I did it. So this front section is just a flat twist that I brought all the way around, and then I wrapped it around my head. And this is just a little poof situation. I can show you guys how to do a really quick get ready with me situation with the hair. If you want to see more about this look, then leave a comment below and I will definitely give you guys the quick rundown. I'm gonna go ahead and blush as well and get that out the way. This is my Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette. I'm gonna pick up a few shades. I'm gonna grab this one down here and this one in the middle to bring a little bit of light into my face. I'm gonna grab the darker shade first, which is Abby. And I always take the deeper shade and I always sort of bring it where my bronzer is and then lightly bring it up into the bronzer. So I kind of just blend the bronzer. And this is a beautiful shade. It kind of reads in the purple burgundy wine family. I just like to blend it up. So now we're done with that. I'm gonna go ahead and pick out my highlighter. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brushes. I have this cute little AOA Studio brush holder and I just filled it up with all of my eyeshadow brushes. All of them go in this little container. So that's a handy dandy. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Eiffel Tower. I have this beautiful Eiffel Tower mirror and he comes in handy for doing my eyes. I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I wear glasses. So doing my eye looks requires some close-up mirror action. So today I'm going to pick up 2 palettes because I need 2 palettes to pull off this look to complement my shirt. So the first one is going to be the Warrior palette. This is from Juvia's Place. If you're not familiar with it, it's a beautiful palette of warms and deeps. It has a lot of the neutral shades at the bottom. You have a black, this sort of gray taupey shade, this white shade, and in the top corner here is like a gray tone shade. And then these are just 2 browns and some warmer tones. So the second shadow that I picked up is going to be the Nubian 2 palette, also from Juvia's Place. And this one I like as well because it does have some cool tones and warm tones. So there's that purple tone that I think I'm going to try to play a little bit with that. I might end up looking for another shadow because this is more like a lilac meets gray situation. So it is a light tone. So I may or may not be picking that up. But I'm definitely looking at these 2 shades up here and maybe this one to help me transition. So this is Madagascar and Morocco. I'm definitely probably gonna play in those. And there's this beautiful shade down here called Kenya. It's like a brown. So that's definitely something on my eyes are going to. I'm thinking about going with Spindle, which is from Colourpop. Actually, I am. I'm just gonna use Spindle. I think he will be the best choice for that purple. And then we'll play off the grays and blacks in that top and bring it all together. So this is gonna make sense in a minute, guys, I promise. But coming up with a look, especially when it's a new top, when it's a new item that you're kind of like playing up to, you've got to play with it. But this is Spindle. It's this really beautiful pink lavender shade with shimmer in it. So for starters, I'm going to bring some warmth into this look. So I'm going to jump into the Warrior palette and pick up the shade Dara, which is a really pretty like peachy pink shade. And I'm going to load the brush and we're going to reposition this mirror here. There we go. And we're just going to pop him right over here. And this is just to add warmth up here. Isn't that beautiful? I like to add, like I said, I like to add warmth whenever I'm going with something that's more on the neutral side or a little bit in the cool tone side. And I just looked at my face and realized I didn't put on any shadow shield. So let's be mindful of what we're doing. I might pop some on here in a second once I get the vibe down. So I'm gonna start with the shade Zana, which is that taupey shade from the Warrior palette. I'm just gonna start popping him right here in the outer V and sort of bringing him up. So there's that. I don't know if my mirror is adding or taking away from the light, but you can see just a little bit of coolness, almost ashy is what I'm kind of going for, because I want the gray shade to pop once I put that on, and it's gonna play really, really nice against my shimmer. We're getting ready for work as always. Work, work, work. You gotta work, you know, to pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? So I like to play around with new looks and sort of give myself some mind space. And that's really what planning my makeup is about for me. It's about giving myself a little bit of mind space. Something that I'm doing to sort of lighten my spirits and my mood, and playing in color definitely does that for me. So I'm picking up a smaller, more condensed, fluffy brush. This one is the Colourpop E9. And I'm gonna pick up the color Walzana, which is also from the Warrior palette. It's this deeper shade. It's not black. It's like a really deep gray shade. I don't know if I'm gonna actually use black yet, but I'm definitely gonna use this. Like I said, the shirt that I'm wearing is gray. So I'm just gonna bring that in. And I'm just lightly doing this until I figure out how dark I wanna go. Now, like I tell you guys, I want my channel to be very user-friendly, especially for beginners, because sometimes you see some looks that are super duper elaborate and you want to do those as well, but you need to know the basic skills required. And so that's why I wanted my channel to be sort of like an intro into playing with color, giving you guys a little bit of courage to definitely play with colors and learning basic techniques to pulling off these more elaborate looks. So this is what we're looking like so far. Really pretty. And if I want to deepen this up, I can do that after I add spindle on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Go ahead and just start cutting my crease and applying this shade. Oh, this is beautiful. Can you guys see this shade? You know, no matter how many ways I look at this color, it never looks as beautiful in real life. Well, it doesn't read as beautiful. Really nice. So there's that. It's so pretty. I love the reflex in here. You can see all the little bits of golden glitter and silver. It's amazing. I'm gonna finish this look for you guys on camera, and then I'm gonna do the other one off camera. So I'm gonna pick up my fluffy brush that I use, the shade Kana, and I'm just gonna lightly go over this. While it's still not dry, these products dry really quickly. So this is what this is gonna look like as far as the lid space. I'm gonna pick up a flat brush, flat angle brush, and I'm gonna play on this purple. So I am actually gonna pick up Jezebel. My brain was like, do I have an eyeliner in this color? Maybe. I think I have a black one. Hold on. I do have a black gel liner from Colourpop. And this is in the shade Swerve, S-W-E-R-V. And I'm gonna put Swerve on and use them in my lower lash line. Look at that. This is such a creamy product. I really am glad that I went on ahead and tried them out. I don't wear a lot of eyeliner very much, because getting this product out of your waterline can be a little bit of a pain in the neck. But we're gonna do it anyway. Now I'm gonna pick up the shade Jezebel from the Nubian 2 palette. I'm gonna put it on an angled brush and just go in here. Cause like I said, I wanna play on this purple shade, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye really quick. I'm trying to think, do I wanna do a lash? A wing? I think I do. I'm gonna wing this out. I'm gonna pick up the shade Shawata from the Warrior palette, which is this is black. And I'm going to just draw and just sort of let that go. I don't know if you guys can hear the noise that's going on in the background right now. I think John is hanging up pictures.
And this is when she realized she did not marry a handyman.
And so there might be a little bit of noise going on that I have no control over right now. And there you go. So there's that. So we'll go ahead and jump over, do the other eye, and be right back, okay? Anderson, what are you doing?
Just put together this picture.
It's like you were doing a demolition in there.
No, I found out when the other one was as is, going to crack. So, you just have to be extra careful with that one.
They have this amazing thing called wood glue. So why not try to fix it?
Because when I wood glue dried out, I have it.
Says the man who works at a hardware store.
Says the man who didn't need wood glue.
The man who works at the hardware store?
I might got wood glue in the garage. I thought it had dried out. Yeah.
Bye.
Ooh.
Alrighty guys, I finished my eye look, so both eyes are done and ready to go. I do have a little bit of shimmer at the bottom. I'm gonna move my mirror out the way and hopefully you guys can see it. I'm gonna bring you in. So the reason why I like to wear a little bit of shadow shield, maybe if I turn my lights down, maybe you guys can see it better. Hold on, there we go. So as you can see, there's little bits of shimmer on my cheek. See this right here? This is why we wear the shield, okay? That's why we put a little bit of protection on the cheeks, so you don't have that issue. Hold on, we're gonna adjust the lights. There we go. Okay, so I don't want to have this shimmer situation, and I was gonna just fix this and move on, but I went to this opportunity to show you guys. So what I did was I picked up a little bit of my yellow banana powder, the same one that I used to set. I have a dog hair like floating around my nose. But anywho, so I'm just gonna pat that right there. Pat it on, and this is gonna reduce the sign of that shimmer that fell on my cheek. But as you can see, it also brightened up my face too. You can also use translucent powder if you just want to cover the shimmer without necessarily brightening. So we have covered. You can still see a little bit of shimmer, but we've covered the bulk of it, so it's not as shimmery. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, it's not as shimmery. So that's that. The last thing I need to do is my shimmer. I'm gonna pick up, I've been picking this up a lot lately, the loose powder highlight from Colourpop. This is the Makeup Shielded Colourpop collab in the shade Pose. Ugh. I'm not a huge fan of what do you call it? Loose highlighter, because I don't like getting a mess everywhere. But this is such a pretty shade. It's like a warm coppery sort of color, not just like a normal gold shade. So I just leave what's in the cap, press my Fenty brush. Like I told you guys, I love using my Fenty foundation brush to apply my highlighter. So I'm gonna tap him where I want it. And I always put it around my brow. I do not like shimmery products that are blushes, but they have like shimmer in it. I'm like, I don't want to highlight with this. Not saying that it's not a pretty color, but saying in the sense that some days I don't want to wear a highlighter. Like I'll go with a full matte look, so I just sort of want to contour my face and add a little blush action. But when the bronzer or the blush has shimmer in it, then I'm inadvertently adding product that I don't necessarily want. Oh my God, I got highlighter where I don't want it. Anywho, I don't wear certain blushes and certain highlighters. I mean, certain blushes and bronzers because I don't want shimmer all the time. Now, if I am gonna put shimmer on and I find a blush that I really, really like, then yes, I'll do it. But the full tea on that situation is I'm gonna go ahead and set this highlighter. The full tea on that matter also boils down to the fact that like there aren't a lot of bronzers that are deep enough for me to bronze with. It's more like it's almost my skin tone. And so that kind of defeats the point. You know, it's a bronzer, but it doesn't bronze me up. So that's one of the reasons why I don't wear multiple bronzers, but I have heard of a few. I got some recommendations to try Minted and another one that I can't think of right now. But I have gotten some suggestions, so I will be looking into using more bronzers. I might have to order those. So, you know, when your girl has to order some stuff, you're at the mercy of the mailman. So, yeah. So now we're going to come down to the finishing moves, which is lining the lips. Okay. So I'm going to pick up 2 liners. I know that sounds weird, but just bear with me. So I'm going to pick up the BFF4 liner. This is from the Makeup Shayla Colourpop collection. I believe this is from Under Construction. And I'm also going to pick up the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade Flattered. I'm going to line up the exterior of my lip using the BFF4. Ooh, all that powder. It's like dry mouth. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and line with the BFF4 first. Now I'm going to take the shade Flattered and I'm going to line inside that. So like you can see BFF4 and then you see this purpley shade coming on top of it. This is like a winey color. I'm just going to bring that in. I'm going to show you guys 2 color options, maybe 3 options that would be really great for this look. So it depends on how much color you want to play with. So if you feel like your eye is a little bit on the subdued side and you want to like vamp it up with the lip, then these will be some options. So these are all from part of the True Matte line from Nicka K, New York. So the first one is the shade Millibrook. He's kind of like a peachy lavender on a cool tone vibe, which will be this one. I think it'd be really great. He's almost like a neutrally vibe, but just in this purple category. The next one is going to be Vivid Orchid. And he's really on a purple kick. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no denying that purple. He's almost electric. As comparison, as you can see, it's really cool tone here. And this is more vivid. It's almost like a lavender-y pastel-y color. And if you want to make it darker, then I would pick up the shade Outer Space, which is this gray toned color, which is going to be this last one. So if you want it more darker, if you want it to be bright and vibrant, or if you want something that's more in the neutral, matte lip that is almost like a nude lip, then I would definitely pick the one at the end here. So you do have some really cool options there. You can always go with a basic nude that's more in the brown tone. You can pick something up that's more gray, but I'm gonna go with this one here, which is the shade Outer Space. So now that I've come to the finishing look, this is it, honey. So if you want to amp this up, like I said, you can always intensify by adding more glitters or shimmers to the lid. You can go ahead and pop on a gloss. You can leave it as a matte look, which I think I'm going to go with the matte look today. I'm going to clean up my vanity, switch up shop, get into my look for the day, and I'm going to come back and show you guys the finishing look. I'm also going to pop on some mascara, maybe. I don't want my lashes, should I say, I don't want my lashes to over accentuate and kind of block all this really pretty color that we created. So we may not put on any mascara. It depends on how I feel when I get completely dressed and ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. Alrighty, my lovelies, and we are done. This is the flannel plaid top that I found. Like I said, it's really hard to describe this color. It's kind of pink, it's kind of lavender, it's kind of gray. It's a little bit of everything. And unfortunately, they don't create colors to go with every color. You know what I mean? So you gotta get a little creative. So we just did a little color shop today. This top is so cute. It has a little buttons on it, so you can like roll your sleeve up. You can roll it down, has a little collar on it. I love this blouse. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this look was inspiring. I hope you guys, if you have something in your closet that's in this color family, this is the look that you guys can run to. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who will enjoy this video and would be inspired, then don't forget to share the content. If you are not a member of the lovely family, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want the next time your girl drops her next video, don't forget to hit that bell button. And until the next time we meet again, peace